What's he doing visiting his granddad's grave when he's supposed to be at work? Welcome back to Liberty Junction. He's alive. He's alive and well, but he's not working my ladders anymore. Luckily for me, my security man pointed out we've got a camera covering that ladder. Look what we found when we looked at it. Gonna have to excuse the quality. It's a very old camera, this. Or is it just a cunning use of filters? I'll let you decide. Look at that lovely 37 though. Beautiful. So, ladder man were talking about how he'd had a terrible fall and he needed compensation. And it were at that point when security guy realised that we've got a camera. So we found this footage out and we've captured the fall. Watch this. Look at that. That were 2 steps from the bottom. He's getting nothing and he's never going near my ladders again. I'm going to find him the worst job I can think of. Cavalex Day. Job card for the driver. Sounds simple enough. 6 wagons to collect. Take them over to Ronnie at the quarry and take the long way around to make the video worthwhile, of course. Tried to keep quiet for the cold start on the Cavalex. Sounds really well. First things first, I've got to shout out Duncan Rhodes. Duncan wins the Does Anybody Even Read This competition and gets that shout out because he did reply that he actually read the description of the video. I wondered if anyone did. Duncan certainly does. Top man Duncan, new subscriber as well. And further to that, they've been pointed to my channel from another channel called Proper Chuffed, which I discovered the video. I had actually watched one of his videos a couple of days prior, but that particular one I'd not seen. Actually mentioned my channel, which I thought were absolutely spot on. Really, really thank you ever so much. I can't thank you enough for that. I was really surprised. Had I heard that live without knowing it were coming, I'd have been gobsmacked. So yeah, I really appreciate that. It was a real cool move. Thank you. So further to that, if anyone wants to check out some, he's got some good steam trains as well. I don't do any steam, but he's got some good steam. Proper chuffed. Go and take a look. And on that note, it got me thinking a bit. I wondered if any real big players have seen any of my videos, or even if they get a chance to watch any YouTube once they start doing these big channels with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views per video. I imagine you don't get a 5 minute spare because me doing these 15-minute ones, it certainly takes most of your day up. I've had a bit of a busy week this week. I've got quite a few bits and bobs done. I say quite a few. I've not done that much. I've started ballasting the upper section, and I've probably done about maybe 5 feet before I ran out of ballast. So I know they say visit your local model shop and keep them in business rather than shopping online. So yeah, I'm not going to name them. I called it one of the big name local shops to get some ballast. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. They only had large 2 shades, 1 tub of each of 2 shades of large ballast for O gauge in stock. So I didn't get that. He says we've got one in warehouse. I could order it for to come and collect it from shop, or you can get it delivered. So it's like, well, I've got to pay for delivery and my fuel to come back to this shop that's like a 25-mile one-way trip is it's kind of not worth that either. So I've left it. So while I was there, I said, you got any KD couplings? Yeah, we've got some KD couplings. Yeah, we have. He goes under this counter and brings out this grotty looking box with about 4 packs of KDs in it. and none of the ones I wanted. Have they got any KD magnets? No, we've not got them. Oh, no problem. So then I thought I'll just get a pot of rail match sleeper grime just to do my upper track, and they didn't have that in stock either. So yeah, well, 100% everything I wanted out of stock. So that were a real fun, useful journey. I'm tempted, to be fair. I'm really tempted to have a look at doing that, or at least buying some of that chinchilla sand, rather than pay £16-17 a tub every time. Even though I've nearly finished now, I think one more tub will finish me off on this layout. That I'm still thinking maybe get some of that chinchilla sand, because they reckon it's exactly the same, apart from it's £2.99 for about 1,000 times more. It doesn't even really matter that it's not going to look the same if it's a slightly different colour. I don't know if anyone's picked up on it, but I've got loads of different colours of ballast on my layout, and I did it deliberate. I didn't want it to be the perfect all the same ballast on my layout. I can't think of the word to use, but I basically wanted it to look as though the people who built the layout weren't overly bothered about keeping it lovely. The grotty station and stuff like that, it was just all part of the theme. So I've got dark grey, I've got grey blend, I've got light grey. I think I've even got a bit of buff ballast. So there's loads of colours of ballast, and once it's weathered up above, it's only the edges that look different. And what I would say is the dark grey that I got, when I put that down, I thought, wow, that's really dark. It don't look great, that, but on camera it looks the best, I think. It doesn't look as dark as it is. It picks it up quite nice. So then, yeah, I did the upper section. Oh, I'll just stop myself a minute here. Fan's about to kick in here, and just a lucky shot that the fan were just coming on then, look. Only one of them, because it's not working hard. It's quite a good little feature, that. I've not had working fans before, and I'll be honest, I don't even notice them. But on that shot, you clearly do, so yeah, it's good. So yeah, half the time when I'm in the loft, it's in between work, it's in between family time, and it's literally just as and when. So half of the time I'm half asleep, and I ballasted the upper section, and then I've completely forgot that I've got PVA glue all over it the next day. I've run HST round, and then when it comes to a grinding alks, it lands in alt glue. It is dry, but it's still glue all over. I'm thinking, oh no, what's wrong with that now? And it's literally just doing things when I should probably just have a bit more sleep. But I don't like wasting too much time asleep. You're dead for a long time, aren't you? So I try and get as much done as I can. Otherwise, I just won't get up here. So yeah, I've done that. That's one thing. I've also painted all the front of the end boards, which were just bare timber. I've painted all them. It's a very, very dark grey. I thought it was black when I bought it from B&Q, but once I've looked at it with my eyes in a different light, it's a very, very dark grey. It's just so that when I'm doing little filming bits, it's not shining out the wood, because it makes it look a bit more, I don't want to say professional, because my videos aren't really professional, but it makes it look a bit better. I think if you just look bottom left of that, I think that might be an example of it, but that might even, no, it's not. That's my eyes, it's not, that's just the viaduct, isn't it? And then I'll tell you another thing I did. I've been really avoiding filming when there's been any of my roof rafters in background, because I painted them white, because what happened was, when I first did it, every time I go up into the loft, because it's a bit of a mission getting up there, it's not like a big giant loft, it's quite compact, and I used to grab onto these rafters, and they were quite, it's rubbish wood that they use, isn't it? Oh, look at that view as well, that's a new one, look. I'm going to have to put a figure there, just working on roof, that's depot roof, that, just looking down. Yeah, these woods, I used to grab them with my hands to pull my son in loft, and then I must have had best part of 5,000 splinters in my hands, so I had to give a bit of a rub down and just paint them. So I painted them white just to really stop it chopping my hands to bits, because that's what they were doing. They were leaving a million splinters in my hands and cutting me to shreds. So I chose white because I thought if I do them black, I'll be forever smashing my head into them. He's still not finished that sign, so I'm going to be kicking him off site soon. So yeah, I did them white, and then what I didn't ever think about is that I would ever be doing any kind of videos, and they stand out like a sore thumb when you're filming. So what I've done is the end ones where the viaduct is and the side near the station, I've painted them up a bit like tried to blend them in. I'll put a couple of pictures up now or in a minute and see what you think. I think it looks better. I mean, I'm no artist, don't get me wrong, and it's literally just some B&Q emulsion that I've mixed together and tried to get the right colours. But yeah, I think it looks alright. A little view from top of the conveyor belt there. I don't know if you caught that a little bit. I had it zoomed into the guy checking on top. He's finished that electrical box now. He's doing a little number on this 37. There's something going on there with it, so he's just fixing that for me. He's a good lad, him. He were also, I think he tipped security off because he was stood behind Ladderman as he fell off ladders. My fly tipping situation's getting a lot worse. I don't know who keeps coming and dumping, but there's more and more. I don't know if any of you guys have problems with fly tippers coming and just finding a quiet lane and just dumping on it. And he's still there again. This is another little view. This was tricky as can be to get, but yeah, secrets and mystery as to how I got that. And you can just about make out a couple of my wagons where I had to go at graffiti in them and completely ruined them. So I generally don't ever show that side. Forgot all about that until it went round, and I thought, oh yeah, it looks like Libby did it when she was 2, but no, I did it last year. I didn't really like them EWS, the burgundy ones. I didn't really like them, and they've grown on me now. So I might clean them up with some isopropyl. But last time I put isopropyl on the wagon, I half melted it. This is a scene I've never shown. And Peaky Blinder him. I don't know if you've seen Peaky Blinders. He's supposed to be that main man out of that. But yeah, them 2 sidings there, biggest mistake on my layout. That I put them in, I put point motors on them and everything, and then I've built so much in front of them you can't see the line. And I thought that little tunnel would be enough, like absolutely naively. So it was going to be a bit of a hidden siding, to store things. But I never know if there's anything on there, and I can't possibly get to it. It's just absolute stupidity that I ever did that. But I'll just leave them on as abandoned things when I eventually get around to finishing that. And then the final thing I've done this week, I tell you what, I didn't think I'd done much, but now I've thought about it, yeah, I've done quite a bit. I've added about a 4 foot length of wall above the retaining wall near the station, where it will basically just a drop off to the incline. So when I was looking at the incline, just a side note, why are them buffers, why have they not painted the end of them buffers black? Why have they left them bright red like that? Is that how, to me, that's the only thing on these that looks wrong. It bugs me quite a bit, that, which will lead me into the part of the title. Biggest mistake with these Cavalex 56s, the big massive mistake. I think I bought the wrong one. I think I should have got a BR blue, just an old BR blue, or a large logo. I don't really know if I've bought, because I can't buy. I've not got infinite money, so I'll only buy 1 or 2 of them, and it'll probably take me a few months to get them. But I think I should have gone BR blue or the large logo for definite, because. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I probably will fall in love with it once it gets weathered up. It definitely needs weathering up, and I'm gonna have to send it somewhere for that. I'm not gonna ruin it, but yeah, I think that's what I should have done. I've really made a mistake there buying that one and not the others when they were in stock. So yeah, it runs. I probably get an hour each way. Nice and steady running it in. I thought at first, this is not going to be as nice as I were expecting, but it's smoothed right out now. It were a little bit, it needed a bit of bedding in, I think, but no, it's been all right. the stay alive and everything, it all works nice. The sound sounds amazing. There were one bit towards the end of the video, I noticed a bit of a crackling, and I don't know if it were coming from the Cavalex or a bit of plastic on floor that were moving my foot. Like I say, I'm sometimes half asleep, so I couldn't detect it, and it weren't obviously obvious. So I'll clean floor next time, because I sometimes work and then just chuck bits on floor like an absolute animal. And then later on, look at that nice little appearance, look. Yeah, I chuck stuff on floor and then I clean it up when I get time. So half at time my floor's an absolute mess. So yeah, I'll sort that and make sure it is that. He don't know what's coming. I've got a surprise in store for him. I've got a surprise. It's not arrived yet though, but there is a surprise in store coming for you, my friend. So you can keep doing your photographs there, trespassing, but we're gonna have you. Get ready. I do like that shot though. I've never had that one before, but look at that. I couldn't do it as a rolling one though. That's all I could get. So I sidetracked then loads from what we're talking about. Yeah, so I did a 4 foot length of wall just to stop it looking like a drop off and to kind of finish it off. And once I had a bit of foliage around little nooks and crannies and weather it up a bit, it's going to look really nice. That I may or may not put a photograph of it on this video, but if not, I'm sure by next couple of videos I'll be showing that upper section because it'll have more ballast on, or chinchilla stand even, and we'll sort it from there. He's just backing them in now for Ronnie, as requested on the job card, and then I think he'll be getting back and putting his centre bedfoot day. He's been grafting, hasn't he, that driver? I've got to say, dream job of mine, that being a freight train driver. I'm so tempted to look at getting involved with that, and I don't think it's too late for me. I've had another tempter and all this week on eBay. I mentioned that model centre weathered up 37 regional railways that I missed out on. But at the same time, there were another guy, and he had the factory weathered version of that model. And it was brand new, but it didn't have a chip fitted, and he only wanted £100. And I was watching it, and my trick on eBay, I bid when there's 3 seconds left. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but that's my technique. I bid with 3 seconds to go, and then it's done and dusted. You either get it or you don't, but you get it at the best price possible. Anyway, I'm sat there and I'm watching it count down with my bid on screen from 40 seconds. And it got to 3 seconds, and I thought, no, I can't keep buying locos when there's more stuff I need to get that's more important, because I've not even got enough couplings, because I've got to change these couplings. I had about 4 failed. The black tack held and they snapped doing this video, so they're definitely all getting replaced. He's going back over the bridge. Look, nice little view. Oh, you can just see them. I know you can see them, but look, painted up. They look a lot better than just plain white. And look at that, zooming past. The other thing I thought with that backman I was just on about for £100, I thought, yeah, it's a bargain at £100. But once I add sound and probably send it away to Richard at Roads and Rails, it's probably going to be £145 on top of that, which puts it to brand new 37 sound fitted money, doesn't it? So I thought, well, there's an Acura scale one in that livery, which you see now and again. Don't get me wrong, you don't see many for sale, but there will be one coming up at some point. And I imagine now all this new stuff's out, they're going to be probably doing about, I guess, $250 on eBay at the most, I would say. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Look at that shot. I do like that shot, and you can just see a little bit of black baseboard looking corner. But it's not as offensive now, and there's a little bit of white rafter as well, which is semi-offensive. I might paint that black. But yeah, I quite like that view. So yeah, by the time you do it, you might as well get one of these new ones. So the eagle-eyed amongst you, Peckham Hall, might notice that that's not a KD coupling. They've not turned up, which is why I've had to use the magnetised black tacked up couplings for this video, just because I had some time and I'm sick of waiting for them KDs. So yeah, that's why that's like that. James Darlington, I've not forgot the signs. £4 delivery though, £4 the sign, £4 delivery, £8. I'm going to have to wait till I need a couple of other bits, I think, because I'm a bit of a stickler when it comes to paying for postage on such lightweight items. I mean, that should be £1 all day long, shouldn't it, posting them? But hey-ho. We're at the end, folks. Thanks for watching if you've made it to the end. There's not been as much comedy in this one. I think what it is I've got half a dozen things not arrived yet, which are going to be part of new scenes in my brain that I've thought of, but I've done a few bits. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so. Take care, folks. See you soon.